Welcome to the daily audio briefing of the Curated News, curated by Sandeep Ohri for July 15th, 2026.
Yeah, we've got a really packed lineup today, starting with some news from the Wall Street Journal.
Right, so Darline Graham was just named as the interim Senate replacement for her brother, the late Senator Lindsey Graham.
Which, Sandeep actually pointed out how surprising that is.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, he was saying how familial political succession is something you'd usually associate with, like, Indian politics, not necessarily the U.S.
Huh. I mean, that is a really good point, actually.
It definitely is. Moving on to another piece from the Journal, Ukraine is apparently targeting Russian oil refineries now.
Okay, wow. And Sandeep had a pretty sharp observation on this one, too, right?
Yeah, he notes that when you combine these refinery attacks with the ongoing blockage in the Strait of Hormuz, we are looking at some major long-term global oil supply issues.
Which basically just means rising prices for everyday items for all of us.
Exactly. It just pinches the whole supply chain.
Yeah. And speaking of the economics, the Wall Street Journal is also reporting that Volkswagen might be cutting another 50,000 jobs.
Wow. So that brings their total cuts to, what, 100,000?
Yeah, 100,000 when you include the prior union negotiations.
Yeah.
They're just doing it to stay price competitive.
Yeah.
But honestly, it really makes you question their whole model.
How so?
Well, right now, VW employs like 660,000 workers.
Mm-hmm.
That basically equates to one worker for every 14 cars sold.
Wait, seriously, just 14 cars per worker?
No, it is wild. It just doesn't seem efficient at all.
Not at all. Efficiency is definitely the theme today, though. Over in the Deccan Herald, they note that the India-UK Free Trade Agreement officially kicks off today.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, and at the same time, India and China trade actually grew by 23.6%.
Wow, up to what?
It hit $91.72 billion just in the first half of 2026 alone.
That is massive.
Yeah.
Shifting gears to healthcare, though, the Times of India notes that India just became the 7th country to get Novo Nordisk's new insulin.
Oh, a weekly.
Yes, a weekly. And Sandeep was just raving about this branding.
Right, because it sounds exactly like a weekly, like a weekly jab.
Exactly. It's so clever. You literally know exactly what it is right away.
It really is great marketing. Now, for something a bit more nostalgic, the Times of India also highlighted that Mumbai's iconic red desk buses complete 100 years today.
100 years?
Yeah, they launched on July 15th, 1926, with just 24 buses running on 3 routes.
That is incredible. And actually, Sandeep had a direct question for you listening out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he asked, if you aren't from Mumbai, have you ever sat in these buses?
I love that. They're such a cultural staple.
Definitely. Though keeping the streets of Mumbai tidy around those buses is, well, another story. The Times of India says the BMC removed 100,000 illegal posters last year.
That is an insane amount of visual clutter.
Right, and 42% of those were purely political displays.
Of course they were.
Always is. But wait till you hear this next one, also from the Times of India. Welcome to the 6 crore rupee ghost railway station.
Wait, a ghost station? Where?
It is Nishadpura in Bhopal. It was commissioned in June 2023, and I am in pure disbelief here.
Why? What's wrong with it?
There are literally no stopping trains, absolutely no passengers, and no staff.
Wait, 0 after spending 6 crore?
Yes. It is completely empty, just sitting there.
That is genuinely mind-boggling.
I know. Well, let's jump over to sports. The Wall Street Journal is calling it a war on VAR.
Oh, the video assistant referee tech?
Yeah. Sweden has decided they are not using VAR in their domestic football games at all.
Wow, just outright rejecting it. Well, human referees seem to be doing fine for Spain. They just beat France 2-0.
Oh, right, to reach the FIFA 2026 World Cup finals.
Yeah, now they're just waiting to see if they play Argentina or England.
That is going to be a huge match. Speaking of tech, though, the Times of India has a wild warning for identical twins.
Oh, the Digiatra system.
Yeah, if you were a domestic air traveler in India, the airport's facial recognition system might not be able to tell you and your twin apart.
That is hilarious, but also, a little concerning.
Definitely. And wrapping it up for another Wednesday morning, this actually ties perfectly into Sandeep's final thoughts for today. Notice that while technology is incredibly accurate, it still makes mistakes. We've seen the VAR cause massive heartburn in this World Cup, and even AI chatbots blatantly warn you up front that they get things wrong. So he asks, why are we so harsh on others and ourselves when humans make mistakes? To quote Alexander Pope, to err is human, to forgive, divine. Have a fab day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.